Right, guys, well, we got some antique locks here. Just run through a few of them. The Barland lock, and it's a relatively rusted disc detainer that's open, so we've got to keep it closed. This is a True Max Bodyguard, very, very rusted disc detainer also. Um, this is a Cardina Solix Hoyter Surveillance. That actually seems okay. I'm gonna put that back. I'm gonna oil it up and see if we can't uh, get it going. Here's a small little bar and tiny little disc detainer. It can also go there. And here's a Master 66, another Master, another little GLC. I don't know, SLC 30 mil 3639. Um, Small Berg. And then a little crown. I don't know what that is. Got that open last night. A Squire, another this old Squire's buggered, eh? Little lever one, tiny little lever one. And then this Dio security. Those discs actually don't look so bad. So I'm gonna pop it back. And this one is a Bayo Ling. And also this detainer. It's a little bit rusted and seized up. So that'll go. Extra Rollinson top security. Looks like a disc detainer. Let's drop that in and see what happens. This IOX is also open. This detainer could be a little bit rusted, but I'm going to see. Now this one is an old Master, and the Master Lock 336, and I've got two of them over here. This is also, it's got a number on here. If I can read that, it's 8112 stroke 4C. I don't know if that's master, but it's got a weird key. I don't know this keyway. I'm going to just leave these two right here. Don't actually want to. I think I should sanitize that one. It's like a lever chain type thing, very small, but like a handcuff. Salute top security, bit of rust on the discs. Mostly disc detainers, eh? This one is super light and something in there. So, and this is, I can't read that. I don't know what that is. Look, if any of you guys know what these are, let us know. This is a Hero, very interesting, made in Hong Kong. This one's quite special. It's a wafer. And so is this Dominion. This is this is a wafer, but it's seized up, and I think it's aluminium. It's going to go in the deoxidine deruster. This very interesting, unique. And it looks like a pin tumbler, but from the side, it's going to go overnight in deoxidine. This was a Tyler, something like that, made exactly the same lock, except this is a knockoff and it's made in Hong Kong. So this was mid last century. That already stuff started being made in Hong Kong. And last but not least, we've got a WR brand pin tumbler. Does work. Gave it oil, got it going, and that's what we've got. So I'm going to try a little bit of deoxidine overnight and see what happens, and maybe we can rescue some of our pin tumblers, our disc detainers. Let me chuck all the disc detainers in actually, because now I'd like to see if we can get them open, and then we'll take it from there. So that was a tiny one. I'm going to leave them in a bit of a bath overnight, And I've asked around, and some guys say no, but you must keep them as is. I mean, these little ones I'm going to keep as is. These masters I'm going to keep as is. Guys, if there's anything you want, let me know. And we can arrange some shipping or a lock swap or something. Do you want to send a package to the UK for a few challenge locks to some of the guys there? And yep, let's put this overnight and see what happens. We will put a lid over it because I don't want the kitty cat drinking the deoxidine. So back to this tomorrow and let's see what happens. And there you have it. We have uh, left them overnight in rust remover and it's done quite a good job. And this one hasn't, but it is working. Let's look at one that has. Now this one has, so you can see a lot better. The discs are moving on all of them. The discs are moving. This one is locked in the open position. And this is a Solix and all the discs are moving. It's not to say the sidebar isn't rusted in, but they've had a good dose of penetrating oil. Same with this Dio, top security. And for the most, they are working, except for this little garden. If you remember, it looked really rusty, but now it just looks good and antique. But it's rusted solid. Interestingly enough, when I get a rake in there, I can feel this little pin nudging. So I have a feeling that can come out and it can be gutted. But oh man, looks like it came from the bottom of the ocean floor. That can remain as it is. So all in all, I don't think too badly. I'm waiting for a new disc detainer pick so I can practice a little bit on what I have got in disc detainer, and then with this cheap one, and then when I'm good or when I can open a lock, then we can start looking at those and seeing what we can do. But I don't think it's made a hell of a difference. I just think it looks a little bit better. And yep, there you have it. That is the sum total of my antique lock collection. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching.